In the past 10 years, Ireland's population has grown faster than any other EU nation. The growth has been beneficial for the country's economy, but also poses a challenge which is only now being addressed. By 2011, it is estimated that people over 65 will account for over 14% of the population, and as our population has grown substantially in recent years, this figure is estimated to exceed 25% by 2050. The changing demographics present Ireland with a major challenge to meet the needs of our growing older population, to ensure that they have a good quality of life and can participate fully in society. Age Action is a registered charity, and since our formation in 1992, we have dedicated ourselves to improving the standard of life and letting Irish society see the positive contribution of Ireland's older generation. Through simple, effective measures, from hands-on community-based initiatives to positive public campaigning and advocating change, we have been able to make a difference in the everyday lives of this section of Ireland's population. As an organisation, Age Action has a history of working closely with corporate sponsors to achieve specific goals. Through our partnerships with sponsors, we have been able to coordinate a range of effective measures in such areas as education, hands-on care and medical initiatives. In association with Irish Life, Age Action launched Care and Repair, a community initiative which is currently being rolled out around the country. The programme consists of two key services: Home Repair Service and Care Service. The Home Repair Service deals with a range of repair services which may seem trivial to most people but are beyond the capability of some of the older population, who may no longer be physically capable of simple things like garden maintenance or painting. Even such things as changing a plug or light bulb may be beyond their capabilities. The Care Service focuses on those older people that are more marginalised from their local community or do not have close relatives living nearby. This programme allows them to stay in contact with their community. We are able to make regular house visits, which ensures that they do not become isolated.
So Care and Repair was set up about 3 years ago, and it has two main aims. Firstly, to provide a care service, which is really a visitation service to people in their own homes who are somewhat isolated. And secondly, a repair service. So for elderly people around the country, doing very small repairs can be extremely stressful for them. So something like mowing your own lawn, changing a light bulb, to a younger person, that isn't a problem, but to somebody maybe who is infirm, that becomes dreadfully stressful. Irish Life is the second large payer of pensions in the Irish state after the government. So a big part of our business model, I suppose, is dealing with older people. So we felt Age Action in general was a good organisation for us to become involved in. And the whole concept of the Care and Repair programme struck us as being unique, as being innovative, as filling a real need in society. And that was something we really wanted to get involved in. It's been really fruitful for us. So we set up our corporate responsibility programme about 3 or 4 years ago. So we were kind of new to this whole area. And we found them to be great partners. So they're very professional, well-run organisation, and yet they're quite flexible in terms of how they deal with us. So we have regular meetings, we have a very open, honest relationship between the two organisations. We discuss things, make quick decisions and move on, and we value that highly.
PIP, or the Personal Information Pack, is an initiative launched with Pfizer Healthcare Ireland. The programme addresses a specific medical need for those on medication. One of the key issues facing medical staff when an older person is brought to A&E is ascertaining that person's medical history, what medication they are on, and getting in contact with their doctor and immediate family. The PIP addresses this need. The pack, which is stored in the carrier's fridge, contains all of this information, and medical staff are trained to look for it in the event of a house call. Medical staff are also made aware of the PIP by an indicator in the carrier's door window and by a keyring on the carrier at all times.
The little pack which is designed to meet an information gap that's in the community at the moment. So if somebody gets sick at home and a doctor calls, and they can actually take the PIP out of the fridge and find all the information relative to that person's medical history and their medicines history. And I've worked with Age Action on this over the last couple of years. So it's a service to community, particularly to older people in the community. Pfizer is a pharmaceutical company, but we're also a healthcare company, and people tend to forget that. And so we're concerned with people's health care. And one of our values within Pfizer is giving back to community. So we saw the PIP as a way of giving back to a needy group in our community in Ireland. So we've worked together on this project for the last 3 years. It's certainly a relationship that's worked very well, because there's a giving on both sides. We've learned more about what the needs of older people are through working with Age Action closely. From Pfizer's perspective, Age Action is a very successful organisation. They get results. They set out to do something and they will actually achieve it.
Age Action is currently seeking partnership opportunities with Irish businesses to establish new, innovative programmes for the elderly in our society. Over the coming years, Age Action has established goals to which it is working towards.
As part of Age Action's work, if we're going to make Ireland a better place for all of us to grow old in, we do need to address certain issues. So from the information line which we operate, we get a lot of calls. They give us ideas as to what's needed. We would see older people who want more social activity, more education activity. So we'd say the University of the Third Age or lifelong learning groups being established around the country, where older people want to meet and share and learn from each other.
We want to make Age Action Ireland representative of and accessible from all parts of the country. And in that way, we're trying to develop a whole range of different age action groups. We haven't done this in the past, but now more and more people want to set up an age action. Well, first of all, we want to make sure that ageing is on the political agenda and the needs of older people are recognised. Because in age action, we're not saying that older people are more important than the rest of the population, but we are definitely saying older people are just as important, and that's not recognised yet. So after a period of neglect, we want a lot of attention and resources to make Ireland the best place in the world in which to grow older. That's our mission.
Through partnership or corporate membership with Age Action, we can develop innovative schemes and programmes that will help change the standard of life of Ireland's older population for the better. You can be a part of our vision for Ireland, making it the best place in the world to grow old.